Hello and welcome to another edition of the Lee Weekly Spotlight. I'm your host, Carmen Lastoria. Today we begin with the cross-country teams who ran this past weekend at the GSC Championship. The men finished first, capturing the first official GSC Championship in school history. The women finished second, and both teams will now advance on to region competition down in Florida on November 7th. We had a chance to catch up with Caleb Morgan, who was named Gulf South Conference Men's Coach of the Year after his team captured the championship. First of all, talk about what that means to you, not just winning the GSC Championship, but also being recognized as Coach of the Year.
Yeah, it's great. If you have great athletes, you can be a good coach, and I just have really good athletes. They make me look good, so I'm not going to take the credit. I'll give it to them.
Well, you've done a great job recruiting, bringing in some really young talent, too. This is a young team that the men finishing, of course, first and capturing the Gulf South Conference title, and then the women finishing second. So the future promising a lot of good young talent, a part of both of these squads.
Yes. Yeah, we got a lot of good guys coming in for next year as well. Each year we just it's a process. We keep getting quicker and quicker recruits, and we keep developing them as well. And I think that's another thing is they come in and they develop really well, so people want to come to school here because they know they're going to run fast.
Now, you guys were picked, of course, winning it last year unofficially, so you guys were the pick to win it this year again. How did you manage those expectations on the guys' side to say, hey, we still have to go and get that job done?
Yeah, it was definitely a lot more stressful going in this year as opposed to last year. Last year, we knew that we didn't count. And this year, knowing all year, that we're picked going in, it definitely was a lot more stressful for the guys. I know Harold and Seth are our 1 and 2 guys. They felt that pressure going in this week. I don't know why. They never had a bad race in their lives. But, I think all of our guys across the board, though, they just really stepped up and ran well. It's one thing to go in and be favored, but it's another thing to run like it, and they really definitely ran like it. We didn't have any issues with everybody. Everybody ran their best race of the year. So,
of course, with the men finishing first, the women finishing second, both teams will qualify for the region. Tell us a little bit about that, where you guys will run and when you will run.
Yeah, we'll go to Tampa. It's in 10 days from now, and we're really excited about that. The guys are ranked second going in. The women are ranked fourth. We do bump up to a 10K for the men. We've, do 8K all year, which we haven't had experience with that. That's an NCAA thing. And then the women, they'll go from 5K to 6K. So going to the new distances, we're a little concerned about that, but I think we'll be fine. It'll definitely be a new experience for us, though.
Well, Coach, congratulations so far. Best of luck as you move forward on to regionals.
Yep, appreciate you. Thanks.
Caleb Morgan named Gulf South Conference Men's Coach of the Year after his Flames captured the Gulf South Conference Championship on Saturday. And we move on to men's soccer now, where the Lee Flames are currently ranked number 12 in the nation with a record of 11-3-2 overall. They are 6-1-1 in the Gulf South Conference. On Friday, the Flames battled Christian Brothers in an incredible match. Lee grabbed the lead 1-0 despite playing a man down for much of the second half. Christian Brothers would rally late in the contest to tie the game, and then, in the very final seconds of regulation off of a corner kick, Christian Brothers would score with 0.3 of a second left in the match to hand the Flames a heartbreaking 2-1 loss. Lee would bounce right back on Sunday afternoon and honor their senior class with a victory over Union 3-1. We had a chance to catch up with senior defender Garrison Adams after Sunday's match. And Garrison, a lot of emotion today, obviously being senior day, but you guys are able to battle out and get a 3-1 victory over Union. What are some of your thoughts on your experience here at Lee as you kind of wind it down as we celebrated senior day today?
Oh, yeah, I came in as a freshman spring semester, and I transferred from Mississippi State. Just wanted to play soccer again. I came here. Coach let me on the team. It's probably one of the best decisions of my life, and we just have a great group of guys. Another great thing is we win. We keep winning, and everyone works really hard. I love it.
And talk about your journey personally, because you come on the team, as you mentioned, and then you work your way up, and now you're a starter, a key cog in that defense, and you were an All-American last year. In your wildest dream, did you think it was going to play out that way? What were some of your thoughts as you began your career?
Right. I had confidence coming in, but it took a second. When I first got here that spring semester, my touch was off, all that. But I don't know. I just kept working hard. I had great teammates that encouraged me, and things just worked out really well. I couldn't got that All-American thing without my teammates. There's no doubt about that.
And talk a little bit about the defense. It's a veteran back line. You've been able to play with John and with Tom and Gabe for a number of years. Talk about that bond that you guys have.
It's great. All great guys. They all love soccer. Very passionate, especially like John and Tom. They love it. And we're just great friends on and off the field. And just to have guys that all just have that strong relationship with Christ and come together and just work together on and off the field, there's nothing like it.
And now let's take a look at the updated GSC men's soccer standings. Alabama Huntsville currently sits atop the rankings at 7-1. They are 10-4 overall. Lee comes in second place at 6-1-1 in conference play, 11-3-2 overall, and ranked number 12 in the nation. West Alabama falls in third at 6-1-1. They are 7-6-2 overall. Christian Brothers rounds out the top 4 teams with a 4-3-1 conference mark. They are 11-4-1 overall. As it stands right now, Shorter and West Florida would be in the GSC tournament field, coming in at number 5 and 6 in the rankings. Delta State is still alive, though, as we enter the final week of play. Moving on to the Lady Flames. The Lady Flames improved to 10-4-2 on the year and 9-2 in the Gulf South Conference with a pair of home victories over the weekend. On Friday, they blanked Christian Brothers 3-0, and on Sunday, they came back and topped Union 1-0. Lee is currently ranked number 25 in the latest Division II rankings. It is the first time this year that they've cracked the top 25. And now let's take a look at the Gulf South Conference women's soccer standings. The Lady Flames sit up front at 9-2 in league play. North Alabama is in second at 8-2, but they control their own destiny if they were to win out. West Alabama is in third at 8-2 and 10-4 overall. Mississippi College files in at number 4 at 7-2-2. West Florida is fifth at 7-3, and West Georgia rounds out the top 6 at 6-3-1. The volleyball team began the weekend hosting North Alabama on Friday. The Lions topped the Lady Flames 3-0. Lee would bounce back on Saturday, though, and get a big win over Alabama Huntsville in conference play, blanking the Chargers 3-0. On Saturday night, they would come right back to beat Trevecca in a non-conference match 3-1. On Tuesday, the Lady Flames traveled to Memphis to battle Christian Brothers and claimed a big conference victory with a 3-1 result. And let's take a look now at the updated volleyball Gulf South Conference standings. West Florida currently sits atop the leaderboard at 12-1 in conference play and are ranked number 23 in the nation. Valdosta State is second at 12-2. North Alabama is third, also at 12-2. Shorter files in at fourth at 10-4. Alabama Huntsville and Union round out the top 6 at 7-7, while the Lady Flames sit at 6-8, just one game out of the conference playoffs right now. And fans, don't forget the annual Volley for a Cure match will take place on Friday, November 6th at 7 p.m. as the Lady Flames will host West Georgia from Paul Dana Walker Arena. Make sure to pick up your Volley for a Cure t-shirt and help benefit this great cause. And now let's look at this week's Players of the Week. GSC Freshman of the Week was Lauren Peters, who scored 2 goals over the weekend, including the game-winning score against Union. Sylvia Sartori was also named GSC Freshman of the Week. The freshman outside hitter had 48 kills and 37 digs in Lee's 4 matches last week. And now let's take a look at the updated weekly schedule for the Flames and the Lady Flames. That'll do it, folks, for this edition of the Lee Weekly Spotlight. As always, don't forget to check out GoLeeFlames.com for up-to-the-minute news and notes regarding the Flames and the Lady Flames. Also, make sure to catch us on our various social media platforms. You can find us on Facebook at Lee University Flames, subscribe to our YouTube page, and catch the latest episodes of One-on-One, 60 Seconds of Flame, and our Lee Weekly Spotlights. You can visit Lee University Flames. Follow us on Twitter, Periscope, and Instagram at Lee Flames. And don't forget to download the Lee Hotspot app. New awards are being added on a regular basis, and fans can download the app, check in on their phone to Lee Home Events, and win great prizes and experiences from the Lee University Athletic Department. Until next time, I'm Carmen Lastoria. This has been the Lee Weekly Spotlight, and as always, go Flames.